Angels, heavenly beings with multifaceted roles in the Abrahamic religions, have fascinated and mystified humanity for centuries. While some view them as guides to salvation, others perceive them as enigmatic cosmic entities. Within the diverse landscape of these celestial messengers, a hierarchy emerges, as proposed by the medieval Catholic Church. Today's video will explore the intriguing world of angelic hierarchies and their roles in connecting the earthly with the divine. The angelic hierarchy, origins and interpretations. Let's start by understanding what an angel truly represents. The term angel originates from the Greek word angelos, which is a translation of the Hebrew word malach, meaning messenger. This word is used in the Hebrew Bible and the Greek New Testament to refer to heavenly and earthly messengers. However, the distinction between the two meanings emerged after the Bible was translated into Latin. When referring to earthly messengers, Latin terms like nuntius or legatus were used, while angels began to denote heavenly messengers exclusively. Over time, any celestial being other than God was commonly called an angel. Although using the term angel for all divine spirits is widely accepted, some argue that differentiating among them might be more accurate. Where does this angelic hierarchy come from, and is it based on biblical sources? Well, not exactly. While the Bible uses the term archangel to describe the angel Michael, there are no explicit references to a specific angelic hierarchy. So how did this hierarchy come into existence? The credit for outlining this hierarchy in heaven goes to Thomas Aquinas, whose Summa Theologica is considered one of the most significant works in Catholic theology. Aquinas did not invent this hierarchy from scratch, but instead drew inspiration from the writings of Dionysius. Dionysius the Areopagite, mentioned in the Book of Acts as a student of Paul the Apostle, was credited with writing several books in the Middle Ages. His association with Paul lent these works a certain apostolic credibility. One of his books, The Celestial Hierarchy, played a pivotal role in shaping the concept of angelic hierarchies. Interestingly, the author of this book was not the same Dionysius from the Book of Acts. Instead, he was a Neoplatonic philosopher who lived in or around Syria during the 5th century. Nevertheless, medieval scholars like Aquinas believed him to be the authentic source of these ideas. Third hierarchical sphere. Now let's delve into the lower levels of the hierarchy: guardian angels, archangels, and principalities. These angels are the ones most closely connected to humanity. They play an active role in our lives, often serving as divine messengers, delivering vital messages when necessary. Due to their proximity to God, these angels possess great strength and intelligence, allowing them to influence our lives indirectly through prayer and devotion. Guardian angels. Guardian angels are our closest spiritual companions and the most common type of angel. According to popular belief, each person has a guardian angel, chosen by God to protect and guide them throughout their lives. These angels ensure we stay on the right path and shield us from emotional and spiritual threats. It's important to note that guardian angels occupy a lower position in the angel hierarchy. Nonetheless, they diligently watch over us and often provide warning signs when danger looms. An example from Genesis illustrates this. When Abraham was visited by 3 angels, one of whom might have been God, he greeted them with reverence. These angels would take on the role of a person's guardian if such a concept existed. According to Thomas Aquinas, guardian angels possess a limited understanding of God's plans, but are entrusted with protecting individuals and families. Archangels next are the archangels, who are significant in medieval Catholic theology. Despite their name, they are positioned second from the bottom in the angelic hierarchy. Archangels are entrusted with crucial divine communications and tasks on earth. They are the only angels with specific names, excluding fallen angels. Christians universally recognize 2 archangels. Gabriel, whose name means God is my strength, is renowned as God's primary messenger. His appearances include interpreting the prophet Daniel's vision, and most notably, announcing the coming of Christ to Mary in the Gospel of Luke. While the Bible doesn't explicitly label him as an archangel, other texts like the Book of Enoch do so, and Catholic, Orthodox, Anglican, and Lutheran traditions refer to him as such. The second archangel is Michael, whose name, who is like God, signifies his leadership among the angels and his role as the guardian of the Church and Israel. He is briefly mentioned in the Book of Daniel, but prominently featured in the New Testament's Book of Revelations, where he defeats the devil as a formidable dragon. Many Christians accept these 2 angels as archangels due to their biblical references. In addition to Gabriel and Michael, 2 other archangels are frequently included. Raphael, meaning God heals, appears in the Old Testament book of Tobit, recognized by Catholics and Orthodox but rejected by Protestants. Uriel, whose name means flame of God, is mentioned in the apocryphal second book of Esdras, acknowledged by some Christian denominations. These four archangels play distinct roles and are believed to intervene in various aspects of human life. They serve as messengers, transmitting the will of God to other angels and humans, and are often depicted as heavenly warriors engaged in the battle against the forces of evil, particularly Satan. Principalities. Principalities stand at the top of the lower hierarchy, drawing their names and inspiration from a passage in Colossians, one of Paul's letters, which reads, "For in him all things in heaven and on earth were created, things visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or powers." This passage is the origin of their names and those of three other choirs of angels. It signifies that all things were created for and through a divine presence. To clarify, Dionysius interpreted these names as levels of angels. Principalities oversee vast groups of people, such as nations, churches, and other significant organizations. Their role rarely involves direct interaction with individuals. They appear as radiant beings resembling light rays. Their responsibilities extend to managing various aspects of our world, including countries, cities, towns, politics, and religion. They are responsible for overseeing the earthly duties of the angels beneath them. Principalities are mentioned throughout religious texts, notably in the book of Daniel, where the angel Gabriel references the princes of Persia and Israel. These celestial beings play a pivotal role in executing divine plans, collaborating with other angels to safeguard humanity and maintain cosmic order. However, they are known for their strictness when dealing with those who defy God's commands and stray from His will. Principalities are often depicted wearing golden crowns, symbolizing their heavenly authority, and a cross, representing their faith and devotion. While some may view them as subordinate to higher angelic orders, their significance in the celestial hierarchy is undeniable. Their presence ensures the execution of the divine will, making them vital to upholding harmony and justice in the world. Therefore, we should never forget and appreciate the importance of principalities. Second hierarchical sphere. Following that is the middle hierarchy, dominions, powers, and virtues. These angels have limited interaction with humans. Positioned between heaven and earth, the second sphere holds great significance. Angels in this choir act as celestial administrators, maintaining harmony between good and evil, matter and spirit. They faithfully execute God's commands, uphold cosmic order, and assist in carrying out the divine will. They often battle spiritually against evil forces to protect their divine purpose. As heavenly messengers, they convey messages of love, serenity, and guidance to those seeking spiritual connection. These beings of light offer comfort, inspire hope, and remind us of a higher guiding power. In some beliefs, we can connect with them through prayer and meditation, seeking their assistance. They are always ready to support us in fulfilling our divine mission, guiding us confidently as divine beings of light and love. Powers. These angels possess exceptional focus and serve as custodians of divine knowledge. They safeguard the history of humanity, animals, and the elements, water, earth, fire, and air. Armed with fiery swords, they combat demons and are often depicted as celestial warriors clad in armor. These warriors, commonly known as powers, play a pivotal role in upholding cosmic order and ensuring the victory of good over evil. They also transmit the divine will to other angelic orders, including principalities and powers, a distinction of importance given that some fallen angels become devils. In essence, powers function as expert advisors in intellect, theology, and religion. Virtues. These angels are crucial in fulfilling divine missions, overcoming challenges, and bolstering faith. Often appearing as youthful figures wielding staves, they possess the ability to perform miracles. They receive instructions from higher-ranking angels, translating them into miraculous deeds for deserving individuals. Adorned with wings and emanating light rays symbolizing divine energy, they protect individuals from negative influences and life's obstacles and strengthen faith. Angels exert control over natural phenomena such as earthquakes, tidal waves, and storms. They function as musicians, artists, healers, and scientists, harnessing the power of love and physics when manifesting in our world. It is believed that the two angels present at Jesus' ascension were virtues. Dominations. Dominations, sometimes called dominions, occupy the top of the middle hierarchy. Think of them as heaven's middle managers. These angelic beings, known as ministers of God, wield immense power. They serve as divine rulers and judges, deeply understanding right and wrong. They can inspire people to align with God's will. Domains are unwavering in their commitment to executing God's divine plans and upholding divine justice. They are often depicted as enforcers who correct those who defy God's will, brandishing a sword symbolizing their authority over evil forces. Their primary role is maintaining cosmic balance by transmitting power to rulers and authorities, ensuring order in the universe. Leading this order is Hashmal, also known as Sakiel, first hierarchical sphere. Finally, the highest echelons are thrones, cherubim, and seraphim. These angels have minimal interaction with people, preferring to spend most of their time in the heavenly realms alongside God. Thrones. These angels are closest to God, wholly dedicated to worshiping Him and anticipating divine mysteries. They are often depicted as celestial warriors adorned in armor, wielding swords, and exuding immense beauty and stature. They wield tremendous power and authority as a bridge between the higher echelons of angels and humans. Thrones assign tasks to the lower-ranking angels while safeguarding heavenly sovereignty. In biblically accurate angel iconography, thrones is perhaps the most recognizable rank. They are depicted with eyes on them and a wheel-like appearance, as described in Ezekiel's vision. Their construction was somewhat akin to a wheel within a wheel. Their look was like the glittering of beryl, and the four had the same form. They didn't veer when they moved, going in any of the four directions. Their rims were lofty and magnificent as they walked, since all four were covered in eyes. This description may seem strange, but most scholars interpret it as a metaphor for the wheels of God's throne. Some artists even depict rings of angels circling God in heaven, although they don't resemble wheels. These angels uphold God's heavenly throne and usually manifest as youthful beings or radiant whirlwinds of light. They have a profound affinity for music, often seen holding harps or lyres, which they use to sustain God's throne. Throne angels are renowned for their unwavering devotion and dedication to God. They never question or hesitate to carry out His will and plans, a remarkable example of submission and service to God. Cherubim. Next up, we have the cherubim. These angels are pretty famous, mentioned in Psalms, and often depicted in art as adorable cupids or cherubic infants with wings. However, this artistic representation, prevalent in Renaissance and Baroque art, doesn't align with the biblical description of cherubim. We first encounter cherubim in the Bible when God assigns one to guard the Garden of Eden, wielding a flaming sword. They were responsible for protecting sacred places, such as the Tree of Life and the Divine Records, following God's expulsion of Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden. Cherubim are not chubby babies with wings, but winged beings with unique characteristics. They are depicted with the heads of a bull, a man, an eagle, and a lion. Over time, the portrayal of cherubim evolved, sometimes showing them with multiple eyes, symbolizing their omniscience. These angels are deeply devoted to worshiping and honoring God, and are considered among the closest angels to Him. Their primary duty seems to be guarding holy places. For instance, representations of cherubim adorned the Ark of the Covenant, and in Ezekiel's vision, they stood as guardians above God's throne. So, what do these angels look like if they aren't chubby infants? According to Ezekiel's detailed description, they have four faces, those of an eagle, a man, a bull, and a lion. They also possess two sets of wings, two used for flying, and two that can be wrapped around themselves. While some depictions show them with animal bodies, I've chosen to depict them with hands and feet since they are occasionally described as holding objects. This portrayal aligns with the human-animal hybrid imagery in various Middle Eastern mythologies and religions, such as the Lamassu in Assyria and the Sphinx in Egypt. And in case you were curious, Aquinas and other medieval theologians believed that the devil was a fallen cherub before his descent from heaven. Seraphim. The seraphim holds the highest rank among all angels, boasting age, purity, and elevation in their celestial order. Their primary duty revolves around safeguarding the divine throne. Seraphim are described as having 3 pairs of wings, one set for flight, another to cover their feet in reverence, ensuring they are not constantly gazing upon God. The term seraphim, meaning the burning ones, often leads to their depiction engulfed in flames or radiating a soft silver glow. One of the most renowned figures in this category is Metatron, hailed as the supreme angel and God's scribe. Metatron's portrayal typically includes a colossal form adorned with multiple pairs of eyes and wings, symbolizing his omniscience and omnipresence. Legend has it that Metatron is one of the rare angels capable of direct communication with God, receiving divine guidance. It's worth noting that the word seraph actually means serpent, although they are never depicted as snakes. This interpretation may stem from the occasional red coloration of snakes resembling fire, or the fiery nature of their venom. Another intriguing character is Leviathan, the colossal ocean-dwelling creature, which could also be associated with the seraph category despite being a fallen angel. There you have it, the 9 angelic rankings: seraphim, cherubim, thrones, dominions, virtues, powers, principalities, archangels, and guardian angels. I hope you found it intriguing. Feel free to show appreciation by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Thank you.